the low point, but obviously you're not going to anticipate the smart money reversal. Instead, you're going to wait for the model to form. So if we want to go long, preferably we see a trade up through these gaps, come back and tap into them using them as inversion, whatever it may be, and then go long using that. Still kind of working into this gap. Let's see what DXY is doing. I'm sure it's starting to drop off now. There we go. This is why you wait for time. This is a great example, and I'm glad I waited, because right at 1029, what is this, 1028 candle, popped up right through the sibis. We'll see now if we form a fair value gap right in here with this candle closure at 1029. Then we have a gap that we can use with the inversion fair value. So these should now be used as inversion, meaning if we come down and tap into it, you want to see it respect off of it. So if this gap forms and we climb with this 1030 candle, I'll be looking to go long with that. So there's the fair value gap with the bisi lined on top of it. So watch now how we potentially fill that gap right in there. Could actually put a limit order. I'll put a limit order right on this inversion fair value gap. Stop loss below the low. So there's our fill. Then you look for your 20 points up to the swing high right around here. Do have these gaps you could also use as a target. You can see a candle body closing above the gap entirely. Good sign for bullish price action there. Reacted off that inversion. Now if you wanted to, you could drag stop to the low end of this, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not expecting a full fill of this gap anymore. I want to see it, especially if we can close above this sibi here. Should see a continuation quickly into the 40 points. Now if you wanted to really be aggressive with the stop placement, you could drag it up to break even here, or potentially up to the swing low. But I'm anticipating it to leave more of the gap open. If we want to come down and run into the gap once more, that's fine. Now if you do measure 50% of this dealing range, so from New York AM high to New York AM low, we are still within discount, so you want to see preferably a return back into premium, which is above 14,785, right? So the macro end time for this short window is at 1045. So preferably you do see a run on liquidity, which we do have a swing high up here at 14,786 as your liquidity target. So you would like to see, or even this premium dealing range swing high, you'd like to see a return into that swing high before the macro end. I think a stop at the low end of this gap is perfectly fine. If it does want to return all the way back into here, I'm glad that we got stopped out. You can see the candle body still respecting the premium end of this gap in here. Now let's look at the 3-minute. See the 3-minute inversion as well. 4-minute inversion, we're filling the 4-minute gap and the 3-minute gap, tapping into it. Can remove this. So this gap right in here, right? 5-minute gap as well. Quick reaction off of that gap. Now I could have added another contract right in there, which I did on the other screen. Now preferably you want to see it close above the sibi, like I said before. So it's good to switch between the 1 all the way to the 5 and look for those kind of gaps. Sometimes they form. You'll get this choppy price action. If price doesn't quickly spool, typically it's going to return into another fair value gap. You can look to this dealing range from low to high, dipped into discount of that, seeking premium. This is a point where I'm comfortable dragging the stop loss to here. Closing above the inversion once more, and here comes the take profit, hopefully. Come on. 1 candle. There we go. Up to premium the dealing range. Smack through, look at this sibi now. And guess what time it is? Prior to this 1045 close. Perfect execution there. Look for my last partial on the other screen. Filling of this gap up here. I can remove this now. So there's premium dealing range hit. So there is your 1030 to 1045 macro. Let me send a screenshot of this. We'll put it up in the predictions chat. Hopefully you're able to capture that. First day here, membership paid for itself. Oh, and there's the last fill. So sibi fill right there. Beautiful trade model right there. So patience pays, doesn't it? 27, 30-ish points. So got 2 entries there, went 4 long on the fill, got a kind of a poor fill. Was waiting for another gap down. Then entered another 1 contract on that this candle right here. Took one partial off at the swing high premium dealing range, 2 at 20 points, and then another one at the fill of the gap.